Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome. It's Tuesday night. Let's talk about what we did this week. So, this was I know I've said it several times, but it seems like, there is every week is a little different. There's not, I can't really say this was an unusual week or this was a regular week because they're all just a little bit different, one from another. Just kind of never sure what's going to go on or where we're going to end up or what we're going to do. But this week wasn't bad. We got a chance to get out and roam around a little bit and go to a few places. There were a few places we didn't make it to, but you know, it seems like there's always something on our list of things that we didn't get to do. But it's just kind of the way it is. But we uh, we got around to a few places and we were able to run around and do some looking and doing some local stuff and got into that. So let's just jump right into it and let's talk about it. No, I suppose I should turn that on. That helps. Anyway, so yeah, one of the first places that we went to this past week was oh yeah, I told Jersey that we did this, so she won't shoot me. Yeah, I was out and about running around for work this past week, and I stopped by Blue Ember and had lunch, and it was I know they've got a menu that's got a lot of stuff on it. Um, Honestly, the only thing I've ever gotten from there is their special ops, which is just kind of a sampler platter of all the stuff that they have. Um, Sometimes I've thought a couple times I've thought I'd like to get just like a rack of ribs, but because you do get one bone of ribs on the special ops, um, but then again I also like the sausage. So it's like you never know. Yeah, still in stitches says it's okay. You had good food without me. I couldn't have enjoyed it anyway. Um, Actually, technically, you could have. Uh, but yeah, I usually get the spec ops just so I can try a little bit of everything, have like all the stuff. Um, but yeah, everything that I've had there has always been good. So if you haven't been there, you should go check it out. It's really cool, really a relaxed, easy to get in and out of layout. I've never seen it. Even when there's been a lot of people in there, it hasn't seemed like it was really packed or crowded or uh, just like awkwardly uncomfortable or anything like that. So yeah, it's a good place to go if you're looking for some place to eat. Um, and and Jersey says that she would have been able to enjoy the Blue Ember, but technically she would have because it wasn't until after I went to Blue Ember that we went to Paragold Smile Doctor, and that unfortunately has not been a super pleasant experience. A necessary one, but just not a pleasant one. So, but the guys at Paragold Smile Doctor and the girls there, the whole staff is just super friendly and they're really nice and they take great care of you. If you're looking for a dentist and you don't have one, they do super great work. They're super nice and yeah, just really, I mean, you got a really nice new facility and easy to get along with and uh, really I'm very impressed with them. They've done a great job. I went back again to the chiropractor last week. I've mentioned this a couple of times that yeah, like a month and a half ago, I managed to tweak my back getting out of a car, and after being miserable for about 2 weeks, I finally decided I wasn't quite as stubborn as I thought I was. Um, Elizabeth says they have been so amazing and taking great care of my extra self, and yeah, she's got this ability that if she can do something kind of yeah, she doesn't like to do things halfway. She's going to do it. She's going to do it all the way. So yeah, yeah, they have done a great job of taking care of her. But anyway, back to Slayton Chiropractic. Yeah, I tweaked my back, and then after being in pain for about 2 weeks, I finally decided I wasn't as stubborn as I thought I was, which I know is going to sound super shocking to pretty much everybody that knows me. So I went to the chiropractor and uh, started getting some adjustments and did a great job of trying to take away some of that lower back pain. Um, so much so that I actually don't have, hold that thought for a second. Let me do two things. First, I need to charge my watch. So let me put that on the charger. And then before I misspeak, let me double check my, yeah, I don't have an appointment this week. I thought I remembered that correctly. Last week when I went to the my appointment, I actually switched from weekly to biweekly. So this is my off week, and I'm going to go do that for a couple more weeks just to make sure that I don't regress any, that I managed to keep that stiffness and that pain under control. So I went 4 weeks in a row, and then my plan is right now I'll probably do um, alternating for 4 weeks. So that'll stretch out for another 8 weeks. Um, yeah, I am always off. Excuse me. And then probably after that, I'll probably switch to like once every 3 weeks or once a month, just to, kind of maintain and hopefully avoid putting myself in that kind of pain again. And last week, I got to go someplace. Oh, I didn't tell Jersey about this. I am probably in trouble now. Yeah, last week while I was out running around, actually right after my chiropractor's appointment, I went over to 870 Nutrition. I haven't been there for a while, but I'd been kind of thinking about him and stopped in to see Randy and check on him and see how he's doing. And yeah, told you I was going to be in trouble for that one. I did tell him hi for you, and he told me to tell you hi as well. And I didn't do that either. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, this may be my last podcast. Um, yeah. Yeah, I got to go see Randy at 870 Nutrition and visit with him for a little while. And it's good to see him. Haven't, yes, I did now. Yeah, I forgot to tell you a week ago, but yeah, I remember to tell you now. But, yeah, I got to see him and visit with him and see how things are going for him and just kind of catch up because, yeah, it's been a minute since the funny thing about it is that now that I think about that, the other day, I don't know where I put it now. Was it in here? No, I saw this just the other day. Where did I see that? I don't know. It's apparently disappeared now. Oh, yeah, here it is. My my punch card from 870 Nutrition. I saw that the other day. That's what made me think about Randy. And nope, wasn't in my drawer. It was in my wallet. I was pretty sure it was in my wallet. I saw that the other day. That made me think of Randy, which made me think I needed to go to Randy. So guess what I didn't do when I went to 870 Nutrition? Yeah, I completely forgot about the punch card. So it didn't get punched. And then middle of the week, nobody was really feeling like cooking. So we let Panda Garden do the cooking for us one night last week. We ran down there and got some soup and some General Tso's chicken and some egg rolls and had dinner and called it good. And it was pretty delicious. Uh, you know, uh, I'm not going to say that Panda Garden is high cuisine, but it's if you're looking for quick and good tasting, fast Chinese food, it It really is. It's delicious and it's just simple and good. So we'll just call it what it is. So and that was really it. That was pretty much all the places that we went this week. Now there is one place that we went that I don't have a slide for because I kind of ran out of time. Well, there's actually a couple of places that I didn't get slides for. Um, we did go eat at what's not true. I don't know what's not true. But anyway, we did go eat at um, one day we went to Slim Chickens. Yeah, I forgot the name of that new chicken place in town. And I honestly have a little bit of a oh yeah, you're right. I completely forgot about scooters. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we um yeah we I have kind of a very cranky relationship with Slim Chickens. Um, I think that their curbside pickup is dumb. Um, and let me clarify what I mean by dumb. I really think that it's just their um, very poor communication is what makes it dumb. Now, the once you know what they're doing, it's a very efficient process, and they're right. They get the food out to you very quickly. But um, the instructions that you order in the app, and then it says go to the store and check in when you get to the store. If it's like every other place where you check in, you go and you go find the spot with the number on it, and you check in and tell them what number you're in, and then they come out to you. Well, when you pull into their parking lot, there's no numbers on any of the parking spots. So, I kind of pulled into a spot and said, well, I'm here. I'm right outside the front door. And then after you do that and check in, then it pops up a message that says, if you catch it quick enough, it says, oh, you need to pull around and go through the drive through and get in the third lane and go around to the other side of the building. And that's where the actual spaces are with the numbers on them. So, yes, this is the new Paragold location that we're talking about. And then as you're going through the drive through, there's a post that sits about car height that has three little signs on it. And by little, I mean each one of the three signs is about this big. It's about like a 4x6 card, like a postcard size. And one of those has the same instructions on it. Yeah, curbside pickup, use lane 3. The problem is if it's the first time you've been there and it's dark and you have no idea what you're doing, you're not going to find this. And there's no communication anywhere else about how to do this. So the entire process, the first time you do it, is very, very frustrating, or at least it was for me. I did not have a pleasant experience the first time. I did not, as the manager tried to tell me, feel like I was having a blessed day when I had to experience that. So yeah. So I kind of have a little bit of have a little angst about the Paragold Slim Chickens location. But we did go back there again. And this time I knew where I was going, so it was a much simpler process. Usually is when you know what you're doing, but yeah. First time was not so fun. Yeah, the food is pretty good. Yeah. I had wings the first time and I had their boneless chicken the second time. I don't know if I can call them, well, I don't even think they do. They call them chicken strips instead of boneless wings. Yeah, there's this whole dumb thing about somebody trying to make some money by suing Buffalo Wild Wings for selling boneless wings, and they're not actually wings. It's breast meat. Um, I guess maybe the next thing is to sue them because they're not buffalo wings anyway. They didn't come off of buffaloes; they came off of chickens. But that'll be the next lawsuit. So, but yeah, and we did go to Scooters on Sunday. And if there's anybody from Shadrack's that's out there listening, I realize this was a bit of a weird. This was a weird week because I don't think I didn't go to Shadrack's all week long, not once. But I just want you guys to know there's a lawsuit that they're not from Buffalo off of buffaloes. I know there's a lawsuit that they're not that the boneless wings are not wings, but I didn't know there was a lawsuit about them not being from buffaloes. It doesn't surprise me because people are special sometimes. Um, but yeah, so if anybody from Shadrack's is listening to this, I'm okay. We're okay. It was just a weird week, and we ended up. All right, so I would like to say that while I'm getting in trouble for not, you know, for going to Blue Ember and 870 Nutrition, Jersey had Shadrack's twice without me last week. I think that makes us even. Oh, Alec likes you on Mondays. Well, I guess he doesn't like me. He could have brought me something too. It would have been here when I got home from work. But yeah, so we didn't go to Shadrack's. We did go to Scooters on Sundays, and we went to Scooters because Shadrack's was closed, just to be honest. And but then one of the other things that I wanted to do was on Saturday night. My friend Phil from textually getting eye rolls now. Um, my friend Phil from Inside Marcellus Wallace had a birthday this past Friday, and Saturday their band was having an acoustic gig at um, the Rec Room in Jonesboro, and I had every intention of going to the Rec Room and telling. I mean, I this is how bad it is. His birthday was Friday, and I did not send him a message telling him happy birthday. I knew it was his birthday, and I didn't tell him happy birthday. Didn't say a word to him because I had planned on going to the Rec Room and I was going to see him in person on Saturday night, and I was going to wish him a happy birthday on Saturday night when I saw him at the Rec Room. And then I got out in my shop and I was messing around in my shop, moving some stuff around and, you know, doing shop stuff, and completely lost track of time. And by the time I realized what time it was, I did not have time to get down to the Rec Room in time to see them because it was like 9 o'clock. And this part of the problem is that the clock in the shop, um, you have to manually set the time. So you have to do the spring forward and the fallback thing. And I looked at the clock in the shop and it said it was 8:30. And now, if you realize that it was not sprung forward yet, then you can probably do the math and realize that it was 9:30. And when their gig was supposed to be from 7 to 10, I can't make it from here to there and, maybe take a shower and get the sawdust out of my hair or any of that stuff in less than 30 minutes. So I was not able to get down there and see them. So I sent him a message apologizing later on. I'm sorry that I missed seeing him, and I'm sorry I missed, wishing him a happy birthday. But he's still a great guy. I still like him, and we're gonna have to get together and do something sometime soon, anyway. But yeah, so that was one of the other places that we wanted to go local that we didn't end up getting to make it to. But and shockingly enough, a couple other places that I wanted to go to that we didn't get to was I didn't get out to Juniper Tree Meadery. I still haven't made it out there to get a bottle of their Eclipse mead. And they've got new shirts. I'll show you the shirts tomorrow night. Or no, Thursday night. I'll show you the shirts Thursday night. And oh yeah, and while I'm on that subject, Cultured Man has some really cool shirts too. And where's the other place? Oh yeah. Um, Unraveled Yarn Boutique has some eclipse inspired yarn that she has some hand dyed yarn that she's dyed in house, and we didn't get to go down to Unraveled to place an order for that either. So yeah, lots of places that we didn't get to that we were probably going to get to. However, there's going to be lots of stuff coming up this weekend, and I'm probably barely going to sleep this weekend. But that's a different story, and we'll talk about that more on Thursday night. Until then, you guys have been great. I appreciate you hanging out with me. So, you guys be safe, be good, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. And tomorrow night, DJ Tank going to be talking music. Thursday night, Sidetracks and Splinters will be back here doing coming up this weekend and talking about some Eclipse stuff. And then Friday, we will have, yes, there are pre-orders live on the Unraveled website now. Yep. And then Friday night, Unraveled will be here, and we will be talking about all the fun stuff with fiber and yarn and new products and that kind of stuff. So, busy week. Make sure you check in. We'll see you soon. See you guys.